Oh wow. Okay, that's the one. That's the one. Finish that up on that device at a good time. It was at 100, I'm pretty sure, but it's already at 28. Um, it's one of those things when starting off a video, it's like I sometimes don't know whether to just, well, what I'll say is I'll wait for a few minutes, see if somebody tunes in. When they do, I can truly start the content. Because I think that makes most sense, and you can always skip ahead if nothing's happened, to find when the stuff is happening. A lot of stuff. Um, but I guess I'll share what inspired this while we're waiting. Um, you know, YouTube's a bit tricky because like the GNC part is actually fairly common, but then there's the other handle, the leading such and such, and that's probably what I should have. Well, no, but I did say it right. So okay, so hopefully, what I kind of want to wait though. Like I don't want to just be talking to nothingness. No offense, for anyone that sees this afterwards who who you know tunes in and they're like, "Did he just call me nothingness? How dare he?" Um, or the no, I just meant like at the moment while we're rolling live, there's nobody here, so that's kind of what it feels like. I don't know. There's a part of me, I did a podcast earlier. It was a bit quiet, and then I guess I don't know. I also feel funny just sitting here quietly, and I'd put the radio on for some ideas, but then that's the original content, original song content, and YouTube will mute it probably. That's the read it where's the rip. So um, that being said, if all they do is mute it, then there's just a portion of the video, and I'm already talking about that they might do that isn't heard. So I don't know. I'm tempted to do it. That being said, the dog's being pretty good, but but right now it's talking. It's not music anyway. So, but that's the thing. Like, if it's not that loud and I'm talking louder, I would hope that it doesn't mute it. Otherwise, it's also muting what I'm saying. Um, but our dog who likes to kind of get up when I do a lot of the time, um, just settled back down, and it's a little bit hard to get to the radio from here. Um, um, I wonder if I commented his video, although I don't know why it's not. Okay, I guess it's this one. Because I think that somebody could get to my channel via a comment. Alrighty. So we're gonna have a guest joining in. And actually, I didn't tune in. That was really cool. Okay, so what inspired this is I recently came across a fellow musician. YouTube's been showing me them a little bit lately. Like, I guess that's not new, but like first it was somebody who commented on my video, and then it's showing me some that are live, which seems to help kind of foster a connection better. There's somebody briefly there, but what am I looking for? Right. Um, no. Uh, I was just reminded of a song that kind of that kind of went along with my feelings after kind of what just transpired. But the song isn't as positive as it sounds like. I think it's about a past relationship, and they're like, "Well, I enjoyed being in the relationship with you, but you know." Anyway, I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. Um, but I would love for somebody to tune in, and they just did. Sometimes, uh, so so what I did is I one of these artists that I just discovered, he was live, like just a few days ago. I did, and then I checked out some of his other content, and then I saw he was live today, and he had somebody with him, and it sounded like it was only his second time, or at least his first time today, and very kind of relaxed, kind, loving, similar vibes and similarities, and his other person left, and at first, yeah, because it came in through this device, and this device, the YouTube is old, the YouTube app, and the browser's being wonky, and um, okay, that like may have came in a while ago. Yeah, because it's not active. 32 minutes ago. Um, Call me about an hour. That's kind of the usual time. Uh, uh, not the person I'm talking about, but someone else who I'm thinking about. Anywho, so yeah, he had someone else join him. Then that person I suddenly noticed wasn't there anymore. I mean, I was paying so much attention to the chat, and to be quite honest, they were both quite gentle energies, I guess we'll put it that way. Like, it's not that I didn't know they were there, but the one guy, he was just playing the guitar really lightly. I mean, they kind of both were, but he was especially. And then suddenly I noticed on the video screen that he's not there. So we were chatting for a bit, and then he says it came to be that he invited me into his video. Now he's kind of a world traveler. I mean, it seems like a kind of cool concept, but I don't know how someone could live without like it sounds like he does anyway. I could be wrong, without like a home base. But that being said, that means you can't really. I mean, you miss the place, but you know that you don't have like, I don't want to say not responsibilities, but you don't have stuff. You don't have. I mean, I'm curious how long he's been doing that for. I mean, you'd have connections. He must do very well for himself as well. Um, and yeah, still put windy out. I think I don't know. It's kind of bright up, but I think it could rain. Um, yeah. So, anywho, I uh, I had thought when I met him that he was saying that he lived in Sri Lanka. Apparently, it's just where he's living currently, and he was in a hotel room, which had a very fancy wall, and the viewer left after a few seconds. They're like, hotels. I don't like hotels. I don't know. They can be nice for a little excursion, a change of environment. There's something about them. I mean, depends on the hotel, I guess. But this, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean, and yeah, I've heard stories, but there's something about a nice hotel that's nice. Who do I tell? Anywho, anywho will do. Maybe you just kidding. Anywho, I don't really have a lot going on today. I do have an errand that is kind of circling here and there in my mind, but It's potentially going to rain a bit more. It looks like it's clouding up a bit as I speak. Um, and it's quite windy, so I don't think that I want to do that. And the artist, the musician that I was just looking at, trying to do some songs of, perhaps. I'm glad it seems like we had good audio quality, especially for hotel Wi-Fi. Um, um, by the way, his name is Anchor Moving Arts. Um, that's it. I can't remember what I was just saying before that, though. Oh, yeah, they have a few songs with the kind of theme of that particular one. So, but they have some good ones too, and I know I do them well. So I don't know. Um, I'm gonna put on socks. It is. It feels. Well, I mean, I'm talking, but when I'm not talking, it feels really quiet. The other one's over there. I don't know why. I had. Oh, right, because I had two on, but the one I had to get rid of. So then there's one there, and then I brought this one down, and I put them in two different places. So, but I see it there, so that's the main thing. Well, until someone's here, so I can say a bit more. And you know what's really kind of sad? I didn't know if I was like, I want to come, I want to check it out. He was really enjoying my contribution. The person who was rolling the video in one of his chatters, and I think he got a couple of additional likes at least in view cloud. Um, I need his energy here, you know, and not that mine's not great, but maybe it would help. Um, and we did say it's quite possible they're trying to find it because it sounded like, you know, I mean, I don't know if they just meant sometime, but it and maybe it was just my hope, but I got the sense of the vibe, like, no, he was just hanging out and saw that Anchor's video was ending, and he's like, "What do I do now?" Okay, cool. I want to come check that out. Is the vibe I kind of got. Um, oh, that song again. This is the beginning, right? Right. Whoops, I'm doing that wrong. Well, that's the only one, the only version I'm seeing because yeah, I don't. Um, on this device, I don't have YouTube, the one that I got the email on, so I had to. And it's the only one, I guess, at the moment that I have YouTube. Or this is the one that I have both on. But no, this is the one I have YouTube on, but I didn't have the thing to get the link on it. So I forwarded it to the other person in the house, and then got the link to join his podcast, and it was a lot of fun. Um, I guess I understand. He's a creative that moves around a lot, so moving arts. I guess that makes sense. So far, his friend in his video doesn't seem to be doing much. No, I think it's just yeah. I am not doing much of this one because I don't have a lot of ideas other than to share that I just had that cool experience and to hope that his viewers or anyone else might come in and make for another one. But so far, it's relatively quiet. I guess I should state, although it's 60 minutes in, but she may have skipped ahead because I know I told her something about the previous video, and not that she's unfamiliar with that kind of stuff, but she may have been curious. Um, I know it did sound like I didn't have any specific ideas when I said I was going to go, but this person seemed like they were okay suggesting some, or at least a couple. I know sometimes it can be hard to think of things. But anyway, if my friend, and you know who you are because we know each other in person, sees this, this is not the video I was messaging you about. Um, just thinking to say that now. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the for lunch. I don't. I hope you won't mind that I'm doing this. I just wanted something to watch while I'm waiting for action here.
I'm not a musician myself.
I don't know why it says that. I mean, he does play music.
Cool. You want to go for another one? Or you want me to go for one song and then you want to come back?
Yeah, you can do one.
Alrighty, I'll do one. Because you sang a Hindi song, I know one song which is really popular.
Well, I'm sure he'll do this well because it's up his background.
तुझसे जुदा करूं चाहेंगे तुझसे रोज अब तुम ही अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी ओ चैन भी मेरा दर्द भी तेरी आशिकी क्योंकि तुम ही हो अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी ओ चैन भी मेरा दर्द भी तेरी आशिकी तेरा मेरा रिश्ता है कैसा कि दूर ना तेरे लिए हर रोज है जीते तुझको दिया मेरा कोई लम्हा मेरा ना हो तेरे हर सांस देना तेरा क्योंकि तुम ही हो तुम ही हो जिंदगी चैन भी मेरा दर्द तेरी आशिकी Alrighty. Feel
was great. Yeah. Just 1 sec.
Sure. Meanwhile, we have Meme Maker. Hi, Meme Maker. Thanks for your comment. Really appreciate it, bro. We have a guest on our channel, Unreal Edits. Or you want to introduce yourself with the real name?
I'll just be right back.
Alrighty, take your time. Alrighty, guys. I'll go for an English song now. Hi, Meme Maker. How's it going for you, bro? All I want is nothing more. All I want is nothing more. Hear you now, cannot find you. All I want is nothing more. Hear you now, cannot find you. I could see your face once more. Deep down, I've been when you said you last goodbye, tied away to
Ooh, what is flashing? I have no clue, but it's distracting. Okay, no, I don't know what that is. His joiner is flashing at him. I don't know if you noticed that. Not flashing, but I really don't know what that is. Shaking in nervousness, or he does. He has a fan on, and it just stopped. He had a fan on the ceiling, and I think he maybe covered his camera. So far, it looks like him and I interacted more than, and I don't know, it may have just been a YouTube friend, because it may have just been. But so was I, but I, put a bit more.
My day's going pretty well, bro. Nothing to complain about.
Pretty, a bit more nothing at all. Just kidding.
You bring out the best in me. Part of me I've never seen.
I'm hoping he does some songs I know. Doesn't sound like he says that he knows very much. He just does the same ones over and over again. Maxie knows quite a few, but maybe, more, but kind of I noticed that too. I don't know if he's live yet. Oh, of course he is. Of course he is. Huh. I am seeing something that kind of, I'm seeing a couple of other lives that are sparking my curiosity right now. So this one may be short. I didn't know what to expect from it. I thought maybe some of his viewers that enjoyed my contribution, and maybe they will afterwards, but maybe I'll add here that oh, we got somebody here. Joined someone's live stream. It was fun, and I felt like continuing it here for any who wanted to. But it's a matter of if they found me. And the person that was briefly there didn't say anything. And the person that was there that I'm thinking of, there was a couple of them. I'm only remembering the one at the moment. Didn't seem shy. So anyway, with kindness and love, have a great day. Yeah, feel free to check out the other content, and especially under the live section. That's the stuff with more me in it, and the recent stuff and the music. Yeah. So, okay. Thanks. Bye.